Good morning, Bobcat teachers and scholars. Welcome to another day of teaching and learning. Let's remember that every student counts, and let's make sure that every moment matters today. Let's get started with our morning announcements. Now, every day, all of the Bobcats within our Scenic Hills School should strive to display our foundational values. In order to do this, you must think about the 3R approach, which is to be respectful, be responsible, and to always be ready to learn.
I, Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Bobcat information. Bobcat affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership of my actions. I make wise choices. I'm excited about new learning. I will reach my goal. I forgive others and myself. I understanding of business. I am a leader. I am a Bobcat.
Today's classroom spotlight goes to our grade 3 scholars for doing an exceptional job of showing our foundational values of being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. They showed all 3 values in the morning when it was time to eat breakfast and then get started with their morning work as they stood in the hall to go to the restroom. And in that top right-hand corner, you will see our grade 3 scholars as they were ready to learn when their tutor showed up at 8:30 yesterday morning. Now, this is phenomenal, and you never know when you might be caught displaying our foundational values, and your class will be in the spotlight.
3GC Literacy Pledge. I promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read at my desk, at home, and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet, each day of the week, reading's a treat. So I take this pledge to make reading my way, and feeding my brain what it needs every day. By Deborah Angustein.
Today we have 2 students in the spotlight. On yesterday when I visited Miss Ford's class, it was amazing to see that these 2 scholars had written a full page of sentences, and it wasn't even one of their assignments. Not only did they write this full page of sentences, but they read each and every word in those sentences. So today, our students in the spotlight are Lloyd Crump and DeAndre Watkins. We are so proud of the work that you are doing. You showed us just how brilliant you are. This is what it means to be Bobcat strong. Their teacher didn't have to tell them that they needed to practice writing sentences, practice with their sight words, practice, practice, practice. You are awesome. Great job. We are so excited to spotlight the two of you. Keep up the great work. On this day in history, did you know that Alexander Graham Bell was granted the first patent for his invention of the telephone? In the top right-hand corner, you see an image of the actual telephone that Alexander Graham Bell invented. It is actually kept safe on display at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. It is because of him that each of us and many of you have that cell phone in your pocket. If he had not invented the regular, just dial-up telephone, I wonder what we would be using to communicate today. Right, in our school-wide events and activities, scholars, I just want you to make sure that when you take your Mastery Connect assessments this week, you are concentrating like never before. This is your time to shine. This is your opportunity to prove that you are a brilliant Bobcat, a rising star, or one of our double-digit scholars. Will it be you? I just want you to know that this test, we have more scholars being inducted than ever before. And in a few minutes, we are going to induct some lucky first and second grade scholars today. We have many brilliant Bobcats, rising stars, and double-digit scholars. I'm so excited. I'm so proud. I can't wait to announce those names. So let's go ahead and get to the rest of our events and activities so I can get to the slides where we are inducting our new scholars into our academic clubs. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day, our spirit day. We are all wearing blue and white. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I think we should all take like some selfies in the cafeteria where you have on your blue and white so that you can be in our picture. I think you can do it. I think that we all have some blue jeans. I know you have blue jeans, so I know you can wear blue. So, do you have a white shirt? Do you have a navy blue shirt? Then we got to have on the school colors. Do you have a Scenic Hills shirt? Now on yesterday, you remember those nice, wonderful visitors from our apparel store were in the cafeteria on yesterday. You saw all those shirts and things they had on the table. Your parents can have those shirts like tomorrow. All they have to do is call the store. They had some already ready. All your parents have to do is call. They can just pick it up. Pick it up and you could wear your Scenic Hills gear tomorrow. But if you don't have Scenic Hills gear, it's okay. It's okay. All you have to do is wear blue and white. Blue and white. Because tomorrow is our Spirit Day. Spirit Day. And as we are having our Spirit Day, it is also our next Bobcat Bonanza. We're going to bring this 9-week period to a close. We're going to go out in style. We are going to party. I truly hope that you have been following all of our school-wide rules of being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn, because you know that we love to treat our students who treat us right, and tomorrow we have something very, very special. If you think that what we had for Christmas was something, there's nothing. It doesn't even compare to what we have for you tomorrow. As a matter of fact, we have been planning our next 3 Bobcat Bonanzas, and each one we are taking it up a notch and making each one just more and more fun, fabulous, more treats, more everything. You don't want to miss any of the rest of the Bobcat Bonanzas that we have planned for the rest of this school year. All you have to do is follow our rules. We have very simple, 3 simple rules. All you have to do is follow those, and you will be treated so wonderfully, because we know that it takes a lot of self-control to self-regulate, to control your behaviors. That's what we talk about each day when we do our SEL lessons. We talk about how you can control your own emotions, think before you act, and make sure that you treat everyone in the building with respect. Very easy rules. If you can do those, then we will treat you. We will treat you so special. We will purchase anything and everything that we can think of. But I'll tell you, we got some really good things for you on tomorrow. Now, to our last school-wide event and activity, and this is our rock enrollment. Have you been registered for next school year? On yesterday, Miss Clark says that we are up to 60. That means we have only 40 slots. 40 slots left for our special 100 Bobcat giveaway. So, will you make sure that your parents have registered you tonight so that you can be in our top 100 and get one of our special prizes? Remember, we only have 100 special prizes, so there were 40 slots left on yesterday. I hope that you remember to bring your registration form in today, or you made sure that your parents went online to register you so that you could win one of our top 100 spots and get that prize. I hope, I can't wait to see which scholars will earn those treats. I guess we'll find out, because there'll be some scholars who might get an extra special treat on tomorrow. But you have until the 25th. So we're waiting. When we get to our top 100 spots, when we get the day that we get to 100, those scholars will get a very special treat. Now, let's go ahead and induct some scholars into our academic clubs. Make today a great day. Don't forget to follow those 3 rules. Be respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. It is that time, scholars. We are about to induct new scholars into our Mastery Connect Brilliant Bobcats Proficiency Club and our Rising Stars Achievement Academy. Let's see who we will be inducting today. From grade 2, our Brilliant Bobcats are: in grade 2 ELA, Peyton Newbern, James Hawkins III, Nevaeh Ingram, and Audrey Willis. Congratulations to our new grade 2 Brilliant Bobcats. And our rising stars in grade 2 ELA are Madison Aaron, Karaya Byers, Caden Cruz, Ember Glover, Roman Perry, and Leara Smith. And our double-digit Bobcats in grade 2 ELA are Daquan Adams, Jakiria Fleming, Austin Jones, Kanaya Morris, Zachariah Spencer, and Malachi Manley. Congratulations to our double-digit Bobcats in grade 2 ELA. In grade 1, we will be inducting the following scholars into our Brilliant Bobcats, our Rising Stars, and our Double-Digit Bobcats Academic Academies. Let's see who they are. In grade 1 reading, our Brilliant Bobcats are Harmony Jefferson, Christopher Moore Jr., Cardell Taylor, Cash Eldridge, Malik Phillips, Camille Arnold, Kingston Hewitt, and Jalen Davidson. Congratulations to our grade 1 Brilliant Bobcats in reading. Keep up the great work. And our rising stars in grade 1 reading are as follows: Tavish Blevins, Cameron Collins, Lloyd Crump, Malaysia Douglas, Jemiah Fisher, Jalea Gullidge, Amir Sales, Bailey Perkins, Jamiria Bridgeforth, Anaya Hughes, Ariana Muhammad, Armani Reed, Israel Williams, Talasia Tuggle, Amari Townsend, and Kailani Smith. Congratulations and welcome to the Rising Stars. And our double-digit Bobcats in grade 1 reading are Elise Allen, Dakarian Green, Ava Henry, Jasmine Johnson, Christopher Nelson, Martavius Tate Jr., DeAndre Watkins, Alerica Johnson, and A Miracle Johnson. Congratulations to our grade 1 reading double-digit Bobcats. Just as a reminder, if you were inducted into our Brilliant Bobcats, our Rising Stars, and our Double-Digit Bobcats, you have earned 1 week out of uniform. Teachers, later on this afternoon, I will have my helpers to deliver the wristbands for our newly inducted Brilliant Bobcats, Rising Stars, and our Double-Digit Bobcats. Congratulations to our grades 1 and 2 scholars. We will be inducting some more grade levels tomorrow. So keep tenaciously persevering and courageously concentrating, because we have more inductees this test than we have had all year long. I am so proud of each of you for raising the bar.
Escaping slavery, risking everything to save her family, leading a military raid, championing the cause of women's suffrage. These are just a handful of the accomplishments of one of America's most courageous heroes. Harriet Tubman was born Araminta Ross in Dorchester County, Maryland, in the early 1820s. Born into chattel slavery, Araminta, or Minty, was the 5th of 9 children. 2 of Minty's older sisters were sold to a chain gang. Even as a small child, Minty was hired out to different owners who subjected her to whippings and punishment. Young Minty's life changed forever on an errand to a neighborhood store. There, an overseer threw a 2-pound weight at a fugitive enslaved person, missed, and struck Minty instead. Her injury caused her to experience sleeping spells, which we know of today as narcolepsy, for the rest of her life. Minty's owner tried to sell her, but there were no buyers for an enslaved person who fell into sleeping spells. She was instead put to work with her father, Ben Ross, who taught her how to lumber. Lumbering increased Minty's physical strength and put her in touch with free black sailors who shipped the wood to the north. From them, Minty learned about the secret communications that occurred along trade routes, information that would prove invaluable later in her life. In this mixed atmosphere of free and enslaved blacks working side by side, Minty met John Tubman, a free black man she married in 1844. After marriage, she renamed herself Harriet after her mother. Harriet Tubman's owner died in 1849. When his widow planned to sell off her enslaved human beings, Harriet feared she would be sold away from everyone she loved. She had heard of an underground railroad, a secret network of safe houses, boat captains, and wagon drivers willing to harbor fugitive enslaved people on their way north. So Tubman fled with 2 of her brothers, Ben and Harry. They eventually turned back, fearing they were lost. But in one of her sleeping spells, Harriet dreamed that she could fly like a bird. Looking down below, she saw the path to liberation, and in the autumn of 1849, she set out on her own, following the North Star to Pennsylvania and to freedom. Tubman returned to the South 13 times to free her niece, brothers, parents, and many others. She earned the nickname Black Moses and worked diligently with fellow abolitionists to help enslaved people escape, first to the North and later to Canada. Harriet Tubman worked as a Union Army nurse, scout, and spy during the Civil War. In 1863, she became the first woman in United States history to plan and lead a military raid, liberating nearly 700 enslaved persons in South Carolina. After the war, the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution legally abolished slavery, while the 14th expanded citizenship and the 15th gave voting rights to formerly enslaved black men. But she was undaunted, and she persisted. She raised funds for formerly enslaved persons and helped build schools and a hospital on their behalf. In 1888, Tubman became more active in the fight for women's right to vote. In 1896, she appeared at the founding convention of the National Association of Colored Women in Washington, D.C., and later at a women's suffrage meeting in Rochester, New York. There she told the audience, "I was a conductor on the Underground Railroad, and I can say what many others cannot. I never ran my train off the track, and I never lost a passenger." As her fame grew, various friends and allies helped her in the fight to collect a veteran's pension for her service in the Union Army. In 1899, she was finally granted $20 a month. In a fitting twist of fate, the United States Treasury announced in 2016 that Tubman's image will appear on a redesigned $20 bill. Harriet Tubman died on March 10, 1913. Even on her deathbed at age 91, she kept the freedom of her people in mind. Her final words were, "I go away to prepare a place for you." If you're inspired by Harriet Tubman's life and work, we highly recommend the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Underground Railroad. This wildly inventive and courageous book follows protagonist Cora through the trials and horrors of escaping slavery in the South. You can download an audio version of the book for free at audible.com/TEDEd. Every free trial created encourages Audible to continue supporting TEDEd's nonprofit mission.
Remember, every day we're building Brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future. We will conclude our announcements with our victory roar. Say it with me. Together we must believe. Together we will achieve. Together we are reimagining 901. Have a fantastic day of teaching and learning.